Most people think that luxury in a small space means cramming in gold accents and designer labels. But true luxury, especially in a tiny home, isn't something you can just buy off a shelf. It's a feeling. It's the way the light hits a textured wall or how a room breathes when you walk into it. It's about creating an atmosphere that feels expensive because it feels effortless. Today, we are diving into the quiet luxury edit. We're going to peel back the layers of your home to find the elegance hidden underneath the clutter. I'll show you how to use architectural principles to trick the eye into seeing grand scale where there is only a few hundred square feet. We'll talk about the sensory anchor, a technique that designers use to make a room feel like a five-star hotel suite without spending a fortune. But before we get into the textures and the tones, there is one specific, almost invisible mistake that is currently killing the luxury vibe in your home. It's something most of us do every single day, thinking we're being practical, but it's actually the biggest barrier to a high-end aesthetic. I'll reveal exactly what that is and how to fix it in just a few minutes, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Segment 1. Defining the palette, the foundation. Quiet luxury begins with a palette that doesn't shout. In a small space, high-contrast colors can make the walls feel like they are closing in. To achieve that expansive, quiet look, we look toward monochromatic layers. Think of the tonal drift, using different shades of the same neutral color to create depth without visual noise. This creates a seamless flow that tricks the brain into thinking the space is larger than it is. As a designer, I always look green slices. These aren't just beige, they are colors with soul. When you paint your walls, trim, and even your shelving in the same soft hue, you eliminate the visual breaks that define the edges of a small room. This architectural trick is called color drenching, and it's the fastest way to make a tiny apartment feel like a custom-designed sanctuary. Budget tip: you don't need designer paint. Take a high-end swatch to your local hardware store and have them color match it in a flat or eggshell finish. The finish matters just as much as the color. A matte finish absorbs light, making walls feel soft and receding, while a high gloss can often feel cheap or industrial in a confined space. We want the light to wrap around your furniture, not bounce harshly off the walls. Segment 2. The architecture of curation. In a tiny space, every object is an architectural element. When you have less room, the things you do have carry more weight. Quiet luxury is the opposite of maximalism, but it isn't cold minimalism either. It's about the power of 3. Instead of 10 small candles, choose one large, beautifully crafted vessel. One significant piece of art is always better than a gallery wall of tiny prints that clutter the eye. Think like an architect. Consider the negative space. Negative space isn't empty space. It's the room your eyes need to rest. When you leave a surface partially bare, you are signaling that you have enough space to be indulgent. It's a subtle flex of luxury. If every inch of your shelf is covered, it screams, "I'm trying too hard to fit everything in." Let your belongings breathe. Look for organic geometry. This means choosing furniture with soft, curved edges rather than sharp, boxy corners. In a tight layout, curves allow for a better flow of movement. A round coffee table or a chair with a curved back mimics the natural movement of the body. It feels more human, more intuitive, and ultimately more luxurious. It's about designing for the person, not just the floor plan. Segment 3. The invisible mistake. Now, earlier I mentioned a specific mistake that almost everyone makes, which instantly drains the luxury from a small space. It's visual static. We often think that by adding more small storage solutions, plastic bins, little organizers, or hanging racks, we are being organized. But in reality, we are creating a sea of small, disjointed shapes that the eye has to process. This creates a subconscious feeling of anxiety. Luxury is about visual calm. That invisible mistake is having too many visible utility items. Your dish soap bottle, your colorful sponges, the mismatched remote controls on the coffee table. These are tiny distractions that add up to a chaotic environment. To fix this on a budget, use the uniformity rule. Decant your soaps into amber glass bottles. Place your remotes in a leather or wooden box. Hide the mechanics of life. When you remove the labels of daily chores, the room stops feeling like a workspace and starts feeling like a retreat. It's a small shift, but the psychological impact is massive. You aren't just cleaning, you are curated. This is the secret of high-end hotels. Everything you need is there, but nothing is demanding your attention. You want your home to serve you, not remind you of the work you have to do. Segment for texture over trend. If color is the foundation, texture is the soul of quiet luxury. In a tiny home, you don't have room for big design moves. So you have to play with the micro details. This is where you spend your budget wisely. Instead of buying a new sofa, buy one high-quality linen slipcover. Instead of a cheap rug, look for a second-hand wool or jute piece. Natural fibers age gracefully. Synthetic ones just look tired. Mix your materials to create a sensory landscape. Pair something hard, like a stone tray, with something soft, like a velvet cushion. Add something aged, like a vintage brass bowl, next to something fresh, like a green branch in a clear vase. This contrast creates a lived-in elegance. It looks like the space has been assembled over time with care, which is the hallmark of true luxury. Lighting is the final textural layer. Avoid the big light, that harsh overhead fixture that flattens everything. Use layered lighting, a small table lamp in a dark corner, a floor lamp by the chair, and perhaps a candle. This creates pockets of warmth and shadows, which add mystery and depth to a small room. It makes the space feel intimate and intentional, rather than just small. The final reveal, the encouragement. Elevating a tiny space isn't about the size of your bank account. It's about the quality of your attention. When you choose to value the way a space feels over how much stuff you can fit into it, you've already won. Quiet luxury is a gift you give to yourself, a way to find peace in a busy world, right inside your own four walls. I hope these ideas inspire you to look at your home with fresh eyes. Remember, you don't need a mansion to live beautifully. You just need a bit of intention and the courage to let go of the noise. Start small. Maybe just with that one invisible fix we talked about, and see how the energy of your room shifts. Your home is your sanctuary. Make sure it treats you like a guest of honor. If you found these tips helpful, I'd love to hear which one you're going to try first. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Until next time, keep creating your own version of a beautiful, quiet life. Goodbye for now.